Hello, it's me. Okay, this is Rolling with BJ in the kitchen. I am getting ready to make something that I tasted it one day. I had it for the first time and oh my goodness. You talking about good? So I just had to try it for myself. Chicken wild rice soup. Now, if you never heard of it, don't judge, because I'm telling you, it is bomb.com. Okay, now we're gonna start with, I got 3 chicken thighs. I got them all cut up on the cutting board. I have onion, celery, and garlic all in here. I'm gonna chop that up. And then I have my carrots right here. Now the seasonings that I'm gonna use a tablespoon. I always start talking so fast and I be saying tablespoon when it's a teaspoon and vice versa. But I'm gonna take my time today and tell you, because I want you to make this soup. I want you to enjoy it. Man, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, and I'm gonna ground up some black pepper, and I'm gonna do probably about a teaspoonful or a little more. I like pepper in my food. So, and 1 tablespoon, I'm starting off with 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon flavor. Okay, we're gonna need some flour, some chicken broth, and the wild rice. I got the water cooking for the wild rice. I'm using organic wild rice. And here it is right here in the bowl. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, I got a little vegetable oil in the electric skillet. Now I'm just gonna put the chicken in there. We're just going to brown this chicken up, and then we're going to take it out, and then we're going to do our vegetables. I'm actually going to do my soup in my deep fryer, but I'm going to use it as a pot so that I can stay over here on the counter where you can see what I'm doing. So while this chicken is cooking, I'm going to go and get that pot that I'm going to start the soup in. We also going to use some whipping cream and maybe some milk and some fresh thyme. But you'll see all the ingredients as we go along, okay? Okay, while the chicken is cooking, I'm going to go on and chop up my veggies in my Princess House immersion blender. Okay, that's good enough for me. See, I only hit that 4 times, and look what I got. All my veggies, all chopped up. How convenient. Okay, so I got my carrots cut up. So all I have to do now is wait for the chicken, and then we'll move forward. Okay, time for us to take our chicken out. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't turn the camera back. Okay. We're just going to put the chicken on this plate. And then we're going to move on to the vegetables. I already have the rice cooking on the stove. So the chicken is done, and we're gonna move on to the veggies. Okay, now I got my pot over here. So I just used the droppings that was in the skillet. I put them off in here. And now I'm going to add my carrots. I'm going to add the celery, onions, and garlic. This alone is smelling so good up in here. Okay, so now I'm just going to let everything cook down while I wait on the rice. Then we're going to start adding the seasoning. I'm going to put that onion powder in here. Garlic powder. I'm going to put the salt in. And get that black pepper going. I'm just going to let this cook down, you guys. Then I'm going to add the chicken bouillon and the butter. So I got 1 stick of butter, margarine, I'm sorry. 1 stick of margarine, but you can use butter or margarine, whichever one you prefer. We're going to drop this margarine off in there. The butter has melted. We're going to add the chicken bouillon. Now this is 1/4 cup of flour. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to portion it out. This is going to make the thickness for the soup. So this is like a creamy chicken soup. You want to keep stirring. You don't want it to lump up. Okay, make sure you stir it very thoroughly. Okay, now I'm going to add chicken broth. This is a can, so it's right at almost 2 cups. I'm definitely going to add some more, but I want to start with the first can. Now you want to just stir everything, get everything loosened up. Now you can leave your chicken as it is, or you could shred it or dice it up, whichever one you prefer. I'm going to put mine into my immersion blender, and I'm going to dice mine up a little. But I'm going to put this on low, and I'm going to go get 2 more cups of chicken broth. Okay, so this is coming to a boil, so I want to go on and get my chicken back in here. So I got it in the immersion blender. Just gonna chop it up. Okay, so now we're just gonna put the chicken off in here. And the rice is ready to go in here too. So I'm gonna get that off the stove and put it in here. And I'm gonna let everything cook together and simmer. So right now I'm going to add the whipping cream. Okay, I'm going to cut this down to a simmer and go and get the rice. Okay, so I just drained the water off the rice. And now I'm just adding it into the pot. So I'm going to let this simmer for about 20 minutes and we'll be back. So altogether it was, because this is only for me, and that's why I chopped up the chicken like I did, because that's how I like my chicken. But you can leave your chicken whole, or you could shred it, however you want to do it. But this is just for me. So this is my lunch for the week. So I'm just going to let this simmer. Let everything cook together. And all together, it was 4.5 cups of chicken broth, okay? So we're just gonna get the lid. And we're gonna cut it down and let it simmer for 20 minutes. And I'll see you guys back in 20 minutes. Okay, I let it come to a boil because I wanted it thicker. So I put a little roux in there, flour and a little chicken broth together. And now I'm gonna just put the thyme off in there, fresh thyme, and let that simmer in there with it. So it's been about maybe 6 or 7 minutes, you guys, since I last talked to you. What I did was when I cut the camera off, I turned the fire up. Well, I turned the pot up so that it can come to a boil. So I could see how thick it is. So this is the consistency that I want. Okay, so now I'm going to let it simmer for about another 15 minutes. Okay, you guys, I am done. It's cooled off. And let me show you my plate. Oh, don't it look good? Yeah, another one. Okay, so let me crack some pepper on there. I let it cool off some because I want to eat it like right now. And I knew if I had came back to you while it was hot, I wasn't going to be able to do that. So now that it's cooled off, I can eat it. This turned out better than I thought it was going to be. Oh, 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 oh. You can put this on pause and go make yours. Because I'm telling you. What have I done? Listen, I'm going to go on and let you go so you can go and make your chicken wild rice soup. Let me know how you like yours. Let me know in the description box. All the ingredients, everything will be in the description box below. Honey, I'm telling you, you will thank me. Oh, I'm going to have a good lunch all week long. So, with that being said, I will see you in the next video next week. Until then, be blessed, stay safe, and talk to you later. Good night.